This seemingly innocuous little valve and bit of quarter-inch galvanized steel piping doesn't seem to be much, but what it in fact turns out to be was the sign of a very important discovery in a home inspection, and that is a piece of evidence that proves that there at least was, if not is currently, a buried oil tank, a fuel tank, at this site. These are often found, as was the case here, near where a furnace was formerly located. Since furnaces are often replaced in roughly the same location, even 60, 70, 80, or 90 years later, one might still find this valve or piping like this near a current or near a modern furnace. That was the case here as well. The furnace was just a couple of feet away from where this photograph is. When I opened this little valve, I got a little dribble of something coming out, and I smelled it, and it smelled very much like kerosene, evincing this to be connected to, or at least past connected to, a buried fuel tank. The interesting thing that happened in this case is that it took 2 subsequent inspections to actually discover the fuel tank. Somebody came out from an agency that looks at many different kinds of environmental issues. They didn't really have the right equipment and concluded that no tank was there. I had a conversation with the broker after that, and though we both agreed that they would bear the liability of it, I was pretty insistent that there was a tank there. It would be best if it was discovered. So we then called somebody who specializes in finding tanks. They came out and in probably 5 minutes' time had discovered that there was a tank buried out near the sidewalk. So an interesting discovery, and an important one since there is some potential liability involved, although many times these tanks get left in place.